Yo guys, we should be live. We should be live. Right, we're all live. Welcome to the stream, guys. I think I've spelled Trilogy wrong. We are going into the Crispin Trilogy. I have just completed the training. I believe I've spelled it wrong. I believe I've spelled it wrong. But don't quote me on it. You shouldn't quote me on that. I think it's 1L Trilogy, I'm not sure. Right, guys. Welcome to the stream. 31 years old. We've been doing this for 12 years now. We're coming to the end of our career. We are pound for pound ranked number 4. I'd love to finish pound for pound number 1. But whatever comes first between being completely past it and being pound for pound number 1, because yeah, we've come into this fight good shape, good endurance, some good endurance conditioning. Toughness and reflexes have slightly decreased. Cuts and swelling have decreased, which will happen. But endurance, speed, still above the weaknesses or toughness on our cuts and swelling stats. But nevertheless, we're going to head into this Crispin Hill trilogy. Big fight coming up. I wish that you all enjoy it. I was doing an Arturo Gatti boxing career overview video, but sadly on my phone the video is kind of corrupted. My Cloud One processor and the video wasn't able to be completed. I was about 20 minutes into the video, combining real clips with my speaking in between, similar to the Roy Jones career review I did on the channel. But once again, this Fight Night video is being brought to you. I do realize, I am realizing, I'm looking into statistics more on the channel, and I realize that this isn't the most popular series on the stream, on my channel. So I will be conducting these streams. I keep putting in every title. The end is near, because it is. I want to get to 50 fights. Or if I'm past it, I'll just call it a day. But this series sometimes oversaturates channel now, and I completely understand why. But we're heading into it. Crispin Hill trilogy. We knocked him out in 7 the first time. He put us out in 7 the second time. First time stopped in our career, despite being plagued with a weak chin. And yeah, guys, I'm bringing you this. It won't be long before it ends, and then I'll go on to some new content. Whatever you want, please comment below what you want. It's really important to me that I communicate with subscribers. They can tell me what they need. You can tell me what you need, and it's really important that you get across to me your ideas and views and what videos you want me to do. So we're heading into this fight. I hope it's a good one. Yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna turn my TV down. I'm gonna turn my laptop down, but yeah.
The opening bell of this scheduled 12-rounder here. A much-anticipated fight. Round 1 underway. course, he's coming off of impressive knockout win. Hill's opponent has to be very conscious of that.
Well, I hope so. I mean,
Nice right hand. Gonna be a bit more cautious.
There's a better chance that they don't get caught with the shot that his last opponent did.
Gonna try and be a bit more tighter. Now, my defense was tight at the start of the second fight, but then it kind of hurt us as we went on.
As he just ties up. When you're facing a guy who you know utilizes
Nice left hook landing.
what do you want to be conscious of?
Well, you want to be conscious of range and distance. He has to get close to use that hook.
Razors thumped by a left hand. Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Razor.
Almost hurt early then.
Razor's putting a smile on his corner man's face right there and frustrating his opponent with that jab. Wow, a big flush blow, the left hand by Hill. Teddy, I don't think he's got visions of sticking around too long. He's landing power punches early.
Yeah, he wants to make it a quick night's work.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left
Nice
hand.
shots with full extension on him. Speed is still there, it's just the amount of punishment has really reduced how much we could take punches.
By Razor. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs.
Very tight defensively, Crispin Hill.
They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Doubles up the jab to the head.
Been quite an active round.
Able to land a nice clean left hand.
Good round. I felt like I done a good job in that round.
Last round, you can see that he was able to land more punches than his opponent.
Very fit Crispin Hill coming into this. As you can see, he was stamina. I don't think he was too active in the first round compared to us. No, he was. I felt like he was less active, maybe because I was landing more. But first round to myself, I feel. It was interesting because we came out on the back for the last time.
He's winning the fight, but there's a risk there because he's starting to throw a lot of punches, sometimes a little carelessly. That's going to leave him a little bit open to a counter.
Nice combination by Razor. And makes that nice right angle on that hook upstairs. Hill's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand.
Yeah. Took a bit of damage. Trying to trade. Nice right.
Well placed, well timed.
3-punch combination.
And he just
Hill wants to hold on.
that left hand over the top, he's accurate with it. Blocks it away. Razor's right hand did a nice job that time. That
I want to try and keep as tight as we can.
to the head. Hits him in the mug with the right.
I want to keep control of this.
Right hand downstairs. No, he missed that right. Landing two jabs by Razor. Hill's left landing well. See, that's the work they want to see with the right hand by Hill. And now just wasting away some time. With
Good work, we have got a big cut.
nice work with the uppercut. Good combination to the head. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Good shot to the head with that right hand.
We won the round again, I believe.
Razor's
I'm
defense
confident that we won the round, but we did
gets
sustain
back
some
up.
damage.
Look at the close-up of that cut we're seeing.
Yeah, he's got to use his legs. You're right, Joe. He's got to get out there.
Second round, I believe we were slightly more active. More active downstairs as well. But generally we are landing a lot on Crispin Hill. But he is having more effect with his shots.
He really got to him there. There's an excellent combination by Razor. Razor's got to be really careful here, Teddy. That eye has gotten to a point where this fight could be stopped at any time.
Well, the key is that it's above the eyes, so of course it's impairing the vision. The blood, when it trickles down, he can't see, and that's what the
Crispin Hill using the clinch more in this fight, I feel.
Hill's done a good job there offensively scoring with that left hand. Razor's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Oh, and the right hand comes into play by Razor. And now he's targeting upstairs. Good way to protect the midsection. There's the combo to the body. Razor's ability to properly throw and land his combinations has been stunning. Teddy,
Yeah, he's definitely using the clinch more there. And I don't mind because he's using his own strength to keep on it.
The guy, and the first two punches they set up the third and fourth.
committing to the head work. You see him go there again. And now you see the southpaw pulling the trigger with the straight left. And he returns on that exchange. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head.
Particularly the light heavyweight stage of his career mode, been very bruising.
He comes with the straight right hand. Hill showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. Solid uppercut. And that's the end of
And as you can see, our faces are mess already, you know. I feel like we're winning a round though. 2-1, surprising.
And he ties up on the inside. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Razor's legs look shaky. He was hurt. Scores up top with a left. Teddy, he's trying to punch his way out of this damage he's incurred, but that's not the answer.
Now, he's in a rainstorm. He needs an umbrella. And instead, he's running right out into the rain.
Razor's solid.
Oh, and shots to the body. I was trying to fend him off, because the more shots you land when you hurt. But we just couldn't get it. The light heavyweights, because they're so big, physically big, it's hard to get out the corner. So when I landed a counter upcut, I thought he was going to back off, and that's why I threw jabs, but he just took a half step back. But we have, like I said, a lot of damage in our career. But don't forget, Hill was down in the second fight, so we have got the power to put him down.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Flush right hand to the head. Razor's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Good defensive skill with the block by Hill. Look at this swarming attack. Razor's taking a barrage of punches. He could go down.
Looks like my screen door on my back porch. I mean, the mosquitoes, there's so many of them, and there's little holes. Some are getting through.
Hill's feeling great right now, and why not?
Brutal rounds.
Just scored the knockdown, and now he's got that eye. He's got that target, that vision. He knows what he can get after.
And there's no reason why he wouldn't have that. Right now, the only thing that he has to be careful that he doesn't have is overconfidence. He doesn't get reckless.
Great work offensively, landing that combination by Razor. Razor's doing well, sticking to a game plan on the outside. Well, Teddy, you get in a spot like this, and everybody has their eyes on the fighter who was just knocked down in the last round. What do you look for?
A little uppercut does put him into a clinch. But that's his plan, I think, to spoil and work in close.
But the next thing is his personality, believe it or not. It's kind of like when you go out to a bar with someone, they have a few drinks, and all of a sudden they're a different person. You know they're drunk. Well, I want to see whether or not my fighter's drunk. If he starts rushing at the guy, starts acting in a way that he's never acted before, I know it's time to pull the plug.
Halfway into round number 5 here. Good return fire that time. There's another left hand from him. He's a weeble wobble in the ring right now, just wobbling away. Solid uppercut. Hills coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Hills in bad shape, but he's doing the only thing he can at this point. He's tying up.
Yeah, but what I'm a little surprised at, and I think what his opponent's going to pay a price for later on, he's letting him tie up.
For the most part, we've kept him pinned to the ropes rather than us. It's doing very well. This has been an extremely good round.
And round 5 comes to an end. Listen, he's a veteran guy. He knows the truth of the situation. That's a really bad cut. The kind of cut that can end a fight.
We just gotta keep very active, and he seems to be recovering his stamina more than us.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Scores well to the head with the right hand. Razor showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo.
Yeah, just pinned on the ropes on.
Hills making for a tough
And then he
target.
clinched
Gets
for some
away from
reason.
that punch. Good right hand by Razor. Razor still shaking after feeling that uppercut. A crushing 2-punch combo by Razor. And now he scores well with the straight right. Hill's able to land a good, solid left hand. And just grabbing onto his opponent. Comes right back with some offense of his own. Hill's hurt by a superb hook to the head. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. And now he's Hill's hurt.
Hill's hurt.
By a right hand.
And the body shot and uppercut put him down.
In the later
So
stages
guys, this is a fight where I'm gonna have to try and go through the trenches and win.
3, 4, 5. Hill's rising back up. That takes some guts. Targeting that midsection now with the combo. Hill's jab lands well.
And Hill was close to going down again, but that was a better round for myself.
Can't go on like that.
But the stamina isn't recovering. And then with stamina is going to start now in the second half of this fight. So we may have to reduce our punch output. But then if we do, we're letting him coming on to us.
A piercing jab by Razor. Razor's jab continues to carry the day. He's wanted it, he's got it. Oh, a good right hand by Razor. Razor's picking up right where he left off. Remember how he finished that last round?
Yeah, he really finished strong, really fast. And you know what? This is a thinking man's fight. I know a lot of people are going to say Teddy's just an aggressive fighter. No, he understands, and his corner understands that his opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're jumping on him, figuring that the opponent hasn't recovered.
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. He's jumping all over him now. Hill's nailed by that shot. Absolutely rocked. He could go down here, Teddy. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Targeting the uppercut, and it works.
I don't think we can put sustained punishment on him now.
Good flush shot upstairs.
We just don't have the stamina.
Razor's now feeling the after effects of being rocked by a huge hook to the head. He
Oh, counter right. Oh, and he's down with a triple left uppercut. And this is big. This is big. If we can beat them, outlasting them after the last fight.
We're going to find out in a second whether or not he moves his head. Now, if he just stands there straight and you're the trainer, you better get up on those steps.
The wild shots are working. And the right hook puts him down again. And there's the 7th round around for Raj v Hill fights. And he's down. This is a massive win. The trilogy's won by Raj, and he is now. I was up in our fights. Yeah, 5 and 6 I felt I won.
No, it's not the way you want it.
Yeah, I thought I won the first two.
You're getting what you want. You're getting that title.
57, 55, yeah. I was fighting like I was losing mine. Like I was fighting like I was 2 or 3 points down, if you know what I mean. Like it could have easily been 57, 55 to him. So great win. It was an absolutely amazing win. 700 punches. You know, we really had to step up the output to like 1, yeah. Amazing. That's what Trilogy's done. And hi Ben, how are you, bro? I didn't notice your comment, bro. I was so into it. But we are now the EABF champ. 41 and 2 now. And we are not fighting that guy again. I cannot fight him again. I believe we may have taken damage. I didn't quite see the message center. Yeah, we have taken damage. Schedule fight probably for next, like, February. So the belts, the only problem is now, the belts have, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Split. There's another word though. We can fight Erwin Baker. I believe that's a rematch of before and Larry Marshall. Let's look. I don't like fighting fighters again. So we fought Larry Marshall. Beat him in 8. That was he put me down, wasn't Marshall? We fought twice then. First fight that was close, so we can have a trilogy with Marshall, you know. That sounds appealing. The other champ is Erwin Baker, right? I felt like we've had a couple of fights with him, but the Marshall trilogy really does appeal to me. So we fought Erwin Baker. That was the easiest fight we've had of late. Yeah, Erwin Baker, that's the easiest fight we've had of late, and that we could have a rematch with Erwin Baker, but to me, the Marshall trilogy sounds more appealing. And Marshall was up in our first fight when I got stopped. He was up on a point on all cards. And yes, Erwin Baker's got a better record, but the Marshall trilogy sounds more appealing to me. That's just how it is. That fight was very brutal. I do not want to fight Crispin Hill again. I don't want to go near him. And if he's my mandatory, I might just retire to avoid him. Let me charge my phone and we'll get into training. But yeah, the Larry Marshall trilogy, the second fight we beat him quite comfortably, but the first wasn't great. So we're gonna get our toughness up. I think We're gonna get our toughness and conditioning up, I think. Toughness, conditioning, and speed, I'd like to say. Or do we? I think we're gonna put our conditioning up to like the mid-90s, and we're gonna put our speed up, because if the faster we are, the better we are. Or we could. Our speed is already like mid-80s, right? Our striking's like the low. When speed gets increased more than striking does, so yeah, we're gonna stick with that, and we're gonna come in the fight about 83, 84 rated, I believe. So yearly awards, I think that we win the best fight of the year. Who wins fight of the year? Grant Gregory, 6-1. Fight of the year, Crispin Hill, the first one, yeah. Second one, sorry. The rematch. Round of the year, round 7. I have knockout of the year. I think that's the Erwin Baker fight, the January one. Morgan Judah is upset of the year. Ronald Ramirez comeback of the year. Nicky Day is defensive fight of the year, and Barrett Fleming. Now Barrett Fleming has got a pretty brutal KO ratio, but I would like to fight him. But let's look at the retirees before we head into the second fight of the episode. Interestingly, only Gervais Wood retires. And I think we fought him before. But it's the only light heavyweight that's retired, Gervais Wood. But we rest up now, and we're coming into the Larry Marshall trilogy. This is the episode of trilogies, guys. So it's looking good, you know. And you know what? I think if we win the Marshall trilogy, I honestly don't see who we can go at. I don't see where else we can go. Because we all passed there, you've seen.
Both men have waited their entire career for this. The championship on the line. Round number 1.
I feel like I've been through.
Hang on, guys, I need to wipe my hands. Sweaty. Very sweaty. But
Now it's time to play.
I can see this series ending if we beat Larry Marshall, and if we don't have if we don't get like a Fleming as an opponent. I just don't see where else. There's no viable fights that mean anything to me and to this career mode. I am disappointed that the what's her name rematch isn't on YouTube. The Oliver Crawford rematch. I mean, as you know, the first part of his career mode was done in the May and June in the lockdown. Oh, we are hurt.
Oh man, he's in rough shape after absorbing that blow. That was a fine block by Razor. Razor's landing a combination.
But
that's what he does when he's at his very best. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some.
Yeah, I'm disappointed that that's not on YouTube. But the rematch was quite one-sided, so it's not as if you're missing much, but it was a high-stakes matchup.
Nice work, the left hand to the head. Marshall's rocked by a huge hook to the head. Keep your hands up. Razor's got a way of just getting away from that punch. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand.
But I want to say thank you for the recent videos, like the Trevor Brainstorming video, the After Hours video. They're videos that I wanted to do myself, and I understand that some people may not want to watch them, but thank you for the support. I do understand the improvements I made to make to my channel, and And I want to deliver better content to you guys because I feel like you deserve it. You've been loyal as a fan base. You know, it's been 6 years. 6 years November it was. And I know I have actually deleted a lot of videos because a lot of videos were really rubbish quality. I've only kept up the ones that are like funny and kind of memey.
Blocks the headshot. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Not an accurate hook at all.
But yeah, shout out Ben in the comments. Go and see his channel. Doing very well. Good content, good martial arts content, combat sports. To be more specific, you know, covers both boxing and MMA. I mean, I want to stick with the boxing content, but I want to kind of like do the content you guys enjoy. But Larry Marshall is getting a bit of hurt put on him now. Stunt timing better.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Razor's fully committed to utilizing the jab, and I think it's working out well for him early on.
Well, it is. It's kind of like, you know, sending static out.
Oh, nice combination, nice quick combination. But I like doing YouTube because it does help me sometimes just to keep going, keep someone focused on. This is a proper destructive round, I'd say.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Marshall. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Razors on the bad end of a big hook upstairs.
I've got a cut below that iron, that it really does take some.
Dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing. And we come to the end of the round.
But like I said, it's really appreciated. The support that's brought to this channel, you know, and it really helps me just to keep going, you know. YouTube itself is like a place where I know I can come if I'm feeling down. And like I used to be, the more I was uploading, the more depressed I was, but now I'm just doing it for the fun of it. I'm not struggling as much as I used to. Now I'm just doing it for the fun of it, you know, and like especially with no school, I want to keep active. I don't want to be flooding you guys with videos so you don't enjoy them, but nice upcut. Oh, we all put a hurt on him.
On the mark with the straight left hand.
Come upstairs.
Scored well up top.
I found the timing, but I don't want to tire myself out because I feel like I'm going to tire myself out this way.
Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. You're doing great. He just missed that shot up top. Nice work with the double jab to the midsection. Come on, get focused. A little head hunting with the right.
And he's significantly hurt. Spun me, he's done a good job, bro.
And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. A well-timed right.
He got hurt then. And my left eye is really starting to close though. Got a bit of swelling.
Round number 4 is underway. Teddy's got it a clean sweep. Razor's taken the first 3 rounds. And Teddy, it's not always the number 1 indicator, but in this case, he's simply just throwing more punches, and that's why he's up on your scorecard.
Yeah, Joe, he's keeping his opponent defensive, and he's not allowing him to do anything back.
getting the timing on the southpaw ball, and he's less tricky than Crispin Hill. Less, he's not as hard punching as Crispin Hill, I want to say.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you can do when you have good fundamentals. Not just good physical ability. That's only part of the equation. But just good technical ability. And that's what he's doing. He's snapping his punches. They're nice and clean. They're crisp. They're short. They're together.
Oh, that's a big shot to the head. Boom, left hand comes home. Razor's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Commits to the straight right. Oh, and he's got something for him himself. And it's
Marshall's first clinch of the fight, I believe.
Keep moving, keep moving. Good flush shot upstairs.
Nice work. Nice work.
That's a fierce left hand that landed by Marshall.
Some more head movement.
Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds. He got hit, but he sends it right back.
All right, listen.
Good end to the round, bro. Good end.
Okay? Slip his punch.
Marshall's got a little cut himself now, so he's going to be more prone to getting hurt himself. That's how the game works, anyway.
Round number 5 has arrived. Marshall's corner was giving him a lot of encouragement after that last round. He clearly won that last round, and they know now this is a chance to get back in this fight.
Yeah, they were just in a storm. You know, they were out in a boat in a storm. There was a lot of waves coming. You know, it was a little iffy for a while there, but they got past the worst of it. Now there's a little bit of calm sea. Now what you got to do is put those sails up and move forward.
Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no, actually, I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him.
We're not as in good a shape as we came from Crispin Hill fight, though. I can tell that. Even though our conditioning stat is high, it's just not. I think the main part of our conditioning came in when we first moved up to light heavyweight. When we done our 12 round, well, the late knockout, didn't we? And he hit me with a good shot, and I just kept coming.
Comes right back with a shot of his own. Nothing there on the punch by Razor. And now he brings the left hand.
Nice left to the body and left uppercut up top. And
Jab right hand.
Do that again.
A stabbing right hand by Razor. And that's the end of round 5.
well, we tried to slow the. I tried to slow it down a bit later on. So I don't know.
And it's up to the fighter.
But like, his recovery rate is way better. My left eye's bad.
We could say, wow, that cut looks worse. The fans can look at it and say that. But the fighter must be steady. The same attitude as though he doesn't have a cut. Otherwise, he has no chance of winning this fight.
He's got a cut on Bridges, now a slight graze under his right eye. Bit of swelling, but not too much. But I feel like it's 4-1.
Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. Targeting that straight left hand. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Marshall. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land a counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range, know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Razor's got that catch me if you can kind of attitude. He's almost daring his opponent at this point to try to land a headshot, but his movement's been so good. His defense is just supreme.
Yeah, it is. He's moving from the waist. He's slipping the straight shots. He's weaving the hooks. He's doing a real magical job in there. But his opponent is making no adjustments at all.
Boy, sharp two-punch combination by Razor. Well played, straight right hand.
Nice combination.
Took a shot, now he gives a
Tried to slow it down a bit. I think Marshall wants it to be slowed down, but we can't press the pace.
It was fast, it was direct by Marshall.
Oh! And we get put down with a lovely counter. We're straight on our back.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Take the 8 count, no need to rush.
I give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still
Nice right hand.
and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
He just catches us, come in.
Using that jab.
So if you're on the outside, say at a picnic, you want to keep those insects away, you use insect repellent. While you're on the outside as a fighter, you want to keep your opponent away? That jab, that's the way to go.
Razor's sticking to what we've always known of him, Teddy. The style hasn't changed, even though he was knocked down earlier.
You know, a lot of trainers would say, hey, they pat him on the back. They say, there you go, kid. You know, stay with your identity. Just make sure that you correct a couple little things you need to correct.
Good two-punch combo by Marshall. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Marshall. Marshall is missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. What an impact that left hand just made by Razor. Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own. Great pace to this fight, Teddy. These guys are not coming out of fifth gear. Nobody's slowing down.
No, they're fighting a 6th, 7th, and 8th gear.
Razor's combination punching is working well here. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Not able to land the headshot. Nice work blocking that, and then an uppercut of his own. Nice strike after catching one by Marshall. And now he's targeting upstairs. Razor's showing you that sublime skill right now with that two. Marshall's in a big shot he just scored with. What a turn.
So yeah, he was concentrating hard then, but yeah, we got him down. I could see he was taking more punishment, and we were controlling the end of the jab, despite how tired we are. Saved by Endo around over left eye is, our right eye is pretty bad. Very bad, it's closed in fact.
Just keep fighting smart, keep busy, and don't take a break with this guy, you hear me?
But we gotta fight in bursts and be careful we don't get clipped on the way in. Is the increased landing of a jab really.
Control of this fight here in these middle rounds. He's built a slight lead on your scorecard as we start round number 8. But Teddy, we often talk about focus. This is where it comes into play. Wow, impactful
Body shot really hurt him. And the body, and he is really hurt, guys. The body shot hurt them to begin with, and the uppercut.
Marshall's climb back up from the canvas may inspire him.
But I don't think.
Razor's landing a combination here. That's what
I think he is very hurt, guys. We just got to be very careful that his stamina is the only thing keeping him in this fight.
Marshall's failure to
But he
protect his
doesn't have
position
much
in the
punch
fight
resistance
has
left at
become
all.
a big story now.
Yeah, and he has to understand why. He's not controlling distance. He's standing too close in front. Needs to adjust a little further out.
Really good work right there, landing the 2 punches in sequence by Razor. Razor scoring with that right hand.
Still throwing with mean intentions.
Marshall's left now getting into the mix.
Nice weave under our right hand. But the tiredness on his health, he's got to be very cautious about health. Very good yet cautious round.
He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. And that's the
Brutal round, and Marshall is starting to really
welfare and safety has been greatly compromised now that eye is shut closed.
worse. But we have got a shut eye. So we're really racing against time.
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep the jab pumping and throw the lead right hand, all right? I mean, you are winning this fight. It's over. He's tired. He's got nothing left. Just go for the head. Knock him.
So let's get it, guys.
Searching for something different. Razor!
Oh, we heard straight away.
Marshall's gaining momentum and starting to pour it on. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Razor's doing well here.
We
with that
cannot
punch
trade.
combination.
We cannot trade by no means, but we were caught lacking. Huh?
And the old 1-2 by Razor. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores.
Our shots don't seem to have much on him now, though, when he's coming.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right
And
back
don't forget,
in
he's a
front of his
title
own.
holder. This is unification as well. Because the belt's fragmented after losing to Crispin Hill the second time.
Nice, crisp 1-2 combination.
He's walking on to jabs and
Good
1-2s.
exchange. He fires back. If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by
Oh!
a big shot comes
The big right hand puts him down.
I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying.
Because it's late in the fight, will he get up?
4, 5, 6.
And it's over!
Stops the fight.
What a brilliant war. What a
Unable to
tiring war.
continue on.
And we have just unified. Beat Larry Marshall in the
His title.
third fight of our trilogy. And that's our trilogy's really sorted. 76-73. And that was a great fight. 900 punches. Like from the outset, we throw in 130 punches a round. In round 6, we kind of cooled it off. Neglected the body. That wasn't our best performance by no means, but it was a good fight. So we got the EABC belt now, which looks a lot like the IBF in real life. Barnabas Lynch. Number 3. It's conventional. He's a bit shorter. We haven't fought him before. I really don't see the point in this fight. I am not sure, guys, whether this fight is worthy. 44 fights deep with 32 years old. We're pound for pound number 3. Do we take the risk? Because I think our career has been great, to be honest. With 44 fights, 42 wins, 37 knockouts. We were a big puncher, especially at middleweight. Devastating at middleweight. Our power carried up with us. We've won the championship belt eight times. So basically, like between middleweight, the 3 are middleweight, the 3 are light heavy, and obviously the 2 we've had since we've lost. 14 title defenses. We've gone up in weight class. We've won 5 belts in both weight classes, and the average win our opponents has been quite good. The only thing we've got left is ring legend and greatest all time, which I don't think we're gonna get to. I think we can get a ring legend after this fight, and I would like to get the greatest of all time, but I just think we're past there, over the hill. The career mode in general, guys, I do know a lot of viewers are not particularly interested in it. So I think we may give it one more fight. I think we might give it one more fight. Sorry for saying that twice. What I meant to say was one more fight. Get ourselves the ring legend. We deserve it. We deserve an easier defense. Barnabas Lynch, we haven't fought him before, I'm pretty sure. No, we haven't. I think we are gonna try and get in this fight in tip-top shape. And I believe this is gonna be the last video of our career mode. As you can see, 77 rated, so we're gonna try and get 40,000. He's a shorter fighter, so it should be easier really to get the job done. I mean, 5'10" or over is really where it starts getting hard. But he's undersized. He's 163 pounds, so he doesn't quite make middle, but he's sparring Crispin Hill, which is I hate it when they clinch and spar. I just don't think there's no need for it. Try and get our best sparring performance of the career mode in the last episode. We're trying to get our 40,000, guys, is very important. 45,750. Up to 86 overall. Everything's been improved. The conditioning, the endurance. I think we may improve our striking, I'm not sure. Actually, I'm gonna go with endurance, and then we may put 10% on our striking. So I'm a bit more all-round if you get me. We're 18.9 rated, I believe now. We've got 1800 XP. Gonna invest on the left up to the head. Blocking we can't quite do. Barnabas Lynch. It's gonna be the last fight of his career and all, I think, guys.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us on this grand, spectacular pay-per-view stage. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside my partner, Teddy.
So he's got 1 inch less shoulder reach, but 3 inch height disadvantage. Stock, yeah.
A great setting here for this
Let's see if we can end this on a high. Nothing. Nothing is easy now, considering that we're a bit past in over the hill. Barnabas Lynch has managed to somehow get up to the 3rd rank. He is a mandatory challenger.
There's a lot on the line for a lot of people.
Keep moving your head. Come on, keep moving.
Teddy, do you think this is the kind of matchup where we're going to see a lot of movement?
Yeah, I think so, especially if the faster fighter gets his way. He knows he's fighting a guy that hasn't gone rounds too often. He's going to want him to walk. He's going to want to make sure he burns up.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away.
Quite wild with his shots.
Razor's so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination lands.
Underestimated.
Headshot lands.
But he's only 1 inch short on reach, so basically if I can reach him, if I can step in and reach him, he could step in and counter.
Didn't get it done going to the body there.
But with shorter opponents, you can afford to have less
Able to block that away.
work rate, like if you're 5'11", 6 foot.
Good solid right hand by Lynch.
Get out the way from those punches. Move your head. Move your head.
Razor's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Right on the mark with the hook up top. Nice block by Lynch. Fires right back at him. Red hot action to open up this fight. Both men throwing, both men landing.
It's been a long time since I've seen something like this. I think it was in a film library. Watching Hammer and Hank, the great Henry Armstrong. Never took a step backwards, kept going forward.
Lynch has got away.
Nice right hook,
Lost that last round.
an uppercut to end
Was because he wasn't efficient. He wasn't accurate. Yeah, he was throwing punches. He wasn't landing many.
No, he's throwing them from too far away. They're too wide. He needs to shorten them up, get into better range, and use that jab as a finder.
The jab is working really well.
Back to basics here, as you can see the jab becoming a key instrument for him.
Boxing 101. You have an opponent walking in. You want to stay on the outside? Use that jab.
Very out of range then.
A well-placed left hand up top.
Yeah, baby. Good work. Good work.
It's hard because his reach, despite them being way short, the guys, it's tricky because his arms are roughly the same as ours, you know.
Good job with the left hand. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Razor.
Big left up lands.
Solid, true uppercut by Lynch.
Exchanging jabs.
Halfway through round number 2. Razor's got to deal with a cut cheek. Lands flush with
He has grazed our cheek, guys.
using his head well with his guard. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. And we
Very very dominative round. We have got a slight graze on the cheek, I believe.
All of his backers. He has been scoring from
His
the
stamina's very good though.
coming in.
He understood from the beginning that he had that
But he did take some damage that round. Very, he took quite a lot, to be fair to him. Yeah, slight cut underneath, alright.
And round number 3 is underway. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Straight right was lined up, but he missed. Now there's the jab. Razor's had success so far, just based on his pure hand and foot speed. But there is some concern.
Yeah, you know, you got a guy with a real fast car.
Oh, and a big.
Stunned by that shot. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt.
You know, in this kind of situation, it's kind of like a wounded animal. Yeah, you can go after, but you better be careful because he'll strike out when you don't expect it.
What a big shot.
And the right hand does the job.
Hammering the head.
Trying to get him to the body, couldn't get him to the body.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Lynch is back up on his feet. Let's see what he has now. Razor's not just loading up. He's landing combination punches like he did right there. Coming to the halfway point of this third round.
He's got good defense when he's hurt.
He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty.
I don't know if we can give a second knockdown this round, but we'll try.
The combo lands upstairs.
Hey, hands up! Hands up! Come on!
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Right to the head with that right. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. And yet
Nice double jab to the stomach and right hand over the top.
goes down for a second time. Does
And
he
I think it's
have enough
over, guys.
this time to rise up
Oh, and he's
and
saved by the
continue
belt.
on? Start of round number 4. Lynch is sizzling
5
with
points
those
ahead.
punches.
Nothing to be concerned about.
Nothing else is working for him. He has not earned a single round on your scorecard.
I don't like the kind of punches he's throwing. He should go to the butcher shop. Cut some fat off those punches.
He got all into that one. That was a solid uppercut. What a nice combo by Razor.
Big left hook.
Blocks that belt line well. Razor's able to land a nice clean left hand. Hits him in the mug with the right. Way to block there. Little head hunting with the left. Accuracy an issue there. Didn't land that straight right hand. Lynch is clinching a lot, Teddy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I mean, you gotta wonder.
Crispin influence more than I ever mentioned that.
Right now, but he's got to get himself together. That's what he's trying to do, and then hopefully he can find a way to get on.
Morning.
Razor's been stunned. He is swinging for the fences, trying to get his man after being hurt himself. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. And now he's targeting upstairs. And now the right hand lands because of the work done by the jab. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Lynch. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
But he's survived the storm this round.
to an end.
And Stamina's holding up better than it did in the last 2 fights, definitely.
Yeah, and a corner man into using crazy glue instead of adrenaline. I mean,
It is due to taking less damage as well. Fair play to Lynch. I don't think he will be long.
There's the uppercut, one of my favorite punches, and it works that time for him.
And as I say that, I'll land a law on him.
Razor's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Teddy, you've been in this spot before as a trainer. Your fighter gets rocked.
There's no reason for him to clinch on. I was going to let him.
Style the way that we were, or do we make a complete adjustment? Which way do you go?
Well, the first thing is obviously you make sure the guy's all right to send him out there. Then when you send him out there, you better send him out there with something. You know, you don't send the guy out into the cold with no coat on. So you better send him out there with some advice.
Or land the left hook jumping in.
So he can feel confident that it's not going to...
And an uppercut should be done, guys.
Well, he's been there before.
Should have done the job.
Again, he got floored.
He can't afford to keep going on that floor. You have to wonder when the referee's going to step in now and stop this.
3, 4, 5, 6.
That is the end, guys.
This fight is over.
Sadly, it is also the end of the career mode. I've decided that even though we could go on longer, I think it's the right time to bring it to the end. We've had 2 great trilogies in this episode.
He defends his title for my partner.
2 great trilogies. And I think it's important that we end it there, to be honest. I and do a collaboration with MG. I'd love to. Well, you know me and Ben, quite close. Should do it sometime. But definitely we'll do a collab one day. But yeah, the end is near, but the end is here, guys. The end is here. And it's relatively easy mandatory to just see off and sail off into a sunset. I guess when you're looking from a fighter's perspective, even though I don't think we threw that much, to be honest, but we threw over 100 punches around for the majority. 40 to 34. Very one-sided. Barnabas Lynch really couldn't get into the fight. 43 and 2, 38 knockouts. Another 480 grand purse. And yeah, I think that's the career mode over, guys. Well, I say I think it is over. I want to thank everyone that's watched the series. I mean, some people haven't been a fan of the series. That is why I'm finishing this career mode a bit earlier than I wanted to. I mean, but also that there's better things to do on the channel, and I think the career mode with the 2 trilogies. I mean, let's look at my legacy before we go. My fight history. And as you see, knockouts, most knockouts. And most decisions came earlier in our career when we didn't have quite the attributes. But Bob Cole, Tobias Margarito, Gonzalez, these were all pretty straightforward fights. Wolfgang George, I still say to this day, is one of the toughest fights I've had. Wolfgang George was a pretty tough fight. Let's sort by date, shall we? So we can go down because it's closer to down. Matt Peters was also a tough fight. If that was the first time we were dropped in round 8. And really, until the Oliver Crawford, we had a trilogy, do we? Sean Sutton is now a belt holder, my mistake. Sean Sutton's a belt holder, Christ. But yeah, we knocked him out down 1. But Oliver Crawford, the first fight we lost on a split. The second fight we beat him comfortably, I'll show you now. We were dominating, really. and he got knocked out in the last round. It was very satisfying. But yeah, guys, opponents that I will remember in a career is like Wolfgang George, guys. Wolfgang George, Oliver Crawford. Laura give us a tough fight. But not so much as Crawford and who did I just say gives a tough fight? It was Crawford and the guy I just said it, Wolfgang George or someone. But like yeah, the fight's like handsome. I remember that being a relatively tough fight. I mean, that was the first time we went deep, really. I mean, yes, with Laura and but Monzon, Danny Jacobs, we went a decision on. I believe this is where we started back on YouTube. So Danny Jacobs, we went to 10 decision, our first pay-per-view show. But yeah, thank you for everyone who's watched this series, guys. We are gonna retire now. And yeah, Pub Loud is 100%. 43 and 2 with 38. We are 32. So when we get life out, we've been quite young to retire. But we have had 45 fights. Not many people get 45 fights in nowadays. Pound rank 3. Win percentage 96. KO percentage 84. Belts 1-8. Well, obviously altogether we were two-time undisputed, middleweight and light heavy. And then we had the 2 belts. So in all, we were involved in like 8 unifications, I believe. Yeah, we were. And that's so this career was 8 unifications out of 45. The title shots were about half a career length. I wish we could have gone on for longer, but we didn't. And I want to thank everyone for watching the series. The hardcores will tune into every episode, and I do appreciate it. Let's change the. Should we change the title while I'm here? Any comments you can see on the screen below if you want to say. But yeah, like thanks guys. I mean, 11 views in a Fight Night stream is really rare, to be honest. But playbacks. But Jesus, yeah guys, thanks a lot, that's appreciated. Average watch time 13. No guys, seriously, this is appreciated. All support is appreciated, you know. As you can see, this is behind the scenes, but yeah, support's appreciated, and honestly, it means a lot. I wanted to bring you a nice documentary on Arturo Ragati, but I couldn't. But for your hardcore guys, it's really appreciated, you know. And I will hopefully try and bring you a quality video soon. What's it today? It's Tuesday, innit? I may bring a video Friday. About Friday sounds right. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do Friday. Maybe a normal video. But I was gonna. Arturo Gatti was on track to get uploaded last night. It was on track to get uploaded last night. But I apologize that my yeah, I apologize that my phone just corrupted a video and videos more than 25 minutes. I am got the memory for. so I do apologize. I would love for a great video to come again, you know. I want to upload another good video, another video that I put effort into, and I feel like you guys appreciate that. And once again, please comment below of anything that interests you, any videos you want to see. And yeah, guys, that's it. So I will see you in the next stream. Peace.